Sweet. Welcome back, everyone. Appreciate you coming in. What we're going to be doing today is finishing up those dang nodes. Always with the nodes. Let's open up our project and get started. I want them to be finished as soon as possible. Unfortunately, it's so much work. We won't be able to get them done today, but we will get a good chunk of them done. Once they are done, the only thing left is going to be the bosses, and I could even hold off on those. Could just up the stats for the rest of the characters, all of the levels, and should be good. We can at least test it then, but just it's not as good. So let me go over to me, view channel, I am live, go over to me, pause, and we're good. Okay. Don't worry about these. Some clients work. And we're in. It'll be hard to see exactly what I'm going to be doing. Let me just explain really quickly. Hey Jessica, good to see you. Glad you're in here. So we're just going to be fleshing out some nodes. They're done, already thought of, but we need to make sure that they're working. Right now, none of them do anything, except for this one, I guess. And maybe that one. Maybe these ones right here do something, the rest don't do anything. The rest are all just basic boy stuff. This may do something. Like I said, we put in a lot of them. We put in so many, in fact. Let me... Oh, what the fuck? I don't even know. Son of a gun. I really wish they made it a little easier. I want to see the chat. How do I do that? There we go. Anyway, we made a whole bunch of them, and most of them don't do anything yet. They may even have a description like this one. It's not in yet, though. So... let's get started. Let's put some music on first. And then we're gonna get into it. Nothing too crazy here. Let's see. It's not gonna be here. This is displaying the nodes. I need to actually make the nodes do stuff. These are the upgrades, the items, whatever you want to call them. We have stats. Most of them are gonna be basic. They're gonna have a lot of stats. Good chunk of them won't, though. Not too sure the order in which I want to go through them, because we can get done almost all of them today if it's just the basic stat ones. Oh, and that doesn't even include balancing, because it's like, how many do I put for like health? Is 1 HP good? Ooh, let's not worry about that though. I guess we'll just go down the list like this. So from the top, this first one, all it does is cursor damage. Kind of lame, but it is the first thing that you start with and understand in the game. So let's say that one's done. The next one, and how loud is this? I think before it was actually too loud. Yeah, that's way too loud. Let me turn that down. There you go. So the next one is HP. Okay, it's in. This one's in. What is this? Tank. Okay. Let's say those are in. And now I guess it's Orange turn. Orange, let's consult. gallery. There. Alright, orange. First one is thorns. This is the name. I guess we could name it thorns. And what is its description? So when hit by an enemy, hurt that enemy by say, I mean, we could do 50% of that damage. Okay. Over here, we'll need stats property dot thorns amount. Well, thorns percentage 50. So thorns percentage is not in yet. We need to make that. We'll put it down at the bottom. And of course, it now being a stat, we need to give it a stat here. Thorns percentage. And finally, we'll need to give it over here in the character database. So each character is going to have a default amount of stats. Oh, I got damage. Holy shit. Luckily the order doesn't matter too much here. We're going to go with thorns percentage. You start with 0%. So now we can actually, it works. And that was actually very fast. That's awesome. It does suck that we have to kind of go between them all through here. So I have to scroll back down, find where we left off at, and then continue on. But it's not too bad, I guess. So the next one is health and regen. Healthy regen, I guess. Nothing too crazy about it. And we've already got those stats in place. So in fact, they're both here. We could just do copy this and copy that. Done. Next one. Fortunately, this one will take a little bit more because this one is also adding on to the thorns. So this one, thorns, I could make it where it's just thorns amount, but I think it'd be more fun if we did something else, which is what I have written down here. So this one makes it where thorns now send out a spike trail towards the attacker. So we'll do thorns trail, maybe. Description is when hit by an enemy. Well, yeah. Yep. Send out a spike trail towards that enemy. We should show how much damage it does too. Dealing 0.5. Spell damage. This one will be Thorn. Maybe it has Thorn Spike. It's unlocked. Next one. Spell damage. Yeah. That makes sense. Just some spell damage. Just name it that. I don't think we have that actually either. No, we don't. Stats. It's part of the stats prop? It should just be this. Sure enough. Weird. Let's find out where else I'm using that. Well, we'll do it like that. I think I might have gotten those confused. And then over here, yes. That means we're gonna need that here as well. But it's not added there. Even more reason why I'm saying, yep, it's not there. So spell damage, and this is gonna be, I think we should just put a base amount of 10. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, it could be even less too, but Let's see here. Do need to add it to the stats here. Looks like we might have this spelled out. Oh, I already did that. Curious. Quite curious. Very. So we finished first tier of the orange ones. Let's go. Next up, we've got red. So I think these ones are done. So the red category here. Bop and bop. Yes, sir. Next up, purple. Purple should be pretty easy. Unfortunately, it's going to be multi-tier. We're going to have to go through and cycle through them all multiple times. And the reason is because while we have now gained those stats, they're unlocked on our character. We're now gaining more and more of those stats. Those stats don't mean diddly diddle if they're not implemented. So let's say strength, for example. If nothing is using our strength stat, strength is irrelevant. So we need to make sure that we're using all of these stats in various, places wherever they need to be used. Thus implemented. So here, like spell damage, we're now using it through Thorn's Trail. We're gonna have to go through it here once we've created them. Now we're adding the stats. Then we will make sure that they're all implemented and doing whatever they need to be doing. Then lastly, we need to actually make it where it's balanced. Right now there's nothing to test, but we need to play it. Make sure it's fun, balanced, blah 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 blah. Okay. Purple Gate 1 is just simply crit chance. Let's go ahead and add some crazy amount, like maybe even 20%, 15%, something like that. Again, balance comes later. So this one will just be crit chance. Adds a large amount of crit chance. And crit chance has already been implemented, so luckily for us, it does make it a lot easier. So, crit chance percentage, sir, and that will be, let's consider it 15%. The next one will be also crit chance, sadly. Crit chance. And adds a small amount. So it's going to be... we'll just do 1%. Crit chance. Say 1%. The next one down will be crit damage. Crit damage. We'll call it 5% each. And since I don't want to scroll back over here, this one is going to be on crit. Do X% of that damage over 4 seconds. We'll do has crit bleed or crit bleed percentage. Yeah, let's do it. Stats dot property. So it was not supposed to have a dot there. Crit bleed percentage. Luckily, this order does not matter either, I don't believe. So we'll do that. Need it down here. This order does not matter either, I don't think. On critical hit, bleed the target. By you can call it 10%, something like that. Of the damage dealt over 4 seconds. I forgot to write down how much. 10. Okay, purple out of the way. Next up is blue, and that should be done as well. So we got spell random hit. I don't like the name of that. It's only used in 2 locations, so we'll do has spell random enemy. And hit random enemy. Well, how about that? Then we'll go back to it, find it, swap it. Don't think it's in here. Oh shit. Yo, that's crazy. It's pretty close. Has spell, hit random enemy. Then over here, we need to actually add it in. Just making sure it's not in here already. Cool. Do not have it by default. You gotta unlock it. Scion time. Son of a bitch. It's a lot of stuff. That's what it is. I think we start at 9:30. I hope to end the stream at 11:30. Just double check. Yeah. Okay. First one is the gate for Scion, and it is gain spell. What the fuck is that? It's my handwriting. Something with a D. For every X amount missing health. Do what the fuck? Damage percentage for every X% missing health. Gain spell damage. Oh my dudes. Let me just make sure that one's correct. Okay, good. Doran's spell damage. Gain spell damage. Percentage. Gain spell damage. We're gonna go with, instead of percentage, we're gonna go with gain 1 spell damage for every 5 missing health. Yeah, that's not too bad. That seems fun. Alright. Has I'm gonna say Doran's. I think it's Dorox. I'm not gonna spell that. As Doran's, we're gonna say spell damage. Passive. Son of a bitch. And this will also be, of course, false. Almost done with the tier 1. There's 3 tiers, but they're not entirely equal. First tier is going to be the largest. Second tier will be just as much. I think that's honestly it, though. Oof. Oof. Oh. Alrighty, let me see. Next one is, oh yeah, summon a pet ice dragon. Should have my Twitch chat open too. I did not think of that.
Perfect.
All right. Periodically, I'll go ahead and check that. Let's see. This is another one of those. I think has. You know what? I think it would be best if this one was actually one of the gates. So I'm going to do a little switcheroo here. Has Ice Dragon follower. That'll be false, but let me go ahead and put that somewhere. And like I said, we are switching. That is one of the gates. That'll be in tier 2. Scion. Let me cut that. Shit. For some reason, Control Z is not working. That's not good. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Close that. So again, those are swapped. Let me do this here. Let me just. There you go, that'll be a lot cooler. And then, I bet there's a way you can, I know you can't see this, but I bet that there's a way you can remove a color. In fact, I bet there is. Let's see. Yeah. Shit. Oh, fuck. Not bad. Okay. Okay. So now technically, this first one here should be HP regen and lifesteal no longer affect health, but instead shield. Regen and lifesteal swap. Put to shield. Regen and lifesteal now only no longer affect health, but instead apply to our shield. Has passive HP, regen, life steal, 2 shield. I'm cool with that. One of these maybe should be all together. But for now, has passive HP, regen, life, steal, 2 shield. Add X max shield. So I'm thinking it's the same as health. So, but we can give it a little bit of a bump. What if we instead also make the max shield gained by your spell damage? But then you would gain more spell damage from saying, oh yeah, but then it'd be more. Not that big of a deal. Max shield. Cover. Yep, I'm gonna buy the bullet. Add one plus 0.1 times spell damage. Max shield. This one will be a tricky one. Max shield. Maybe purchases. Purchases. And the last one is convert health percentage to shield at an X% ratio. Just gonna convert max health. Convert I'm gonna say 33%. Max health into shield. Health to shield percentage. Alright, we did that. Now for the next tier. Holy. Whew. Stat property. Tanky on. I mean, technically. Max HP, regen. This one should be both. Maybe we do a 1-on-1 there. Okay, orange time. Garlic God. All HP region no longer heals you, but instead deals damage to enemies around the player. Has Garlic God passive. Next one is, so we've got lifesteal, HP regen, and AoE size. First one's lifesteal. Might be less, we'll see. HP regen. AoE size. Okay, red time. Do X% more cursor damage for every enemy within the cursor area. That's actually this one right here. Bam, bam. So we get 1 true. Cool with that. Cursor damage, and then it's increase AoE size. Yep. And the last one is lifesteal. Purple. Every crit increases crit damage by 1% until the next time you don't crit. We have to ensure that we don't have a 100% chance. Otherwise, we'll have to gate it. Clamp it, whatever you want to say. Set a maximum amount. Oops. You can call this something like cumulative crits. More crit damage for every crit you do. Reset this. Amount when you fail to crit. When the dude has cumulative come. Crit passive. I need to make sure I'm spelling that right. I feel like I'm not. I guess I am. And we have crit chance, and lifesteal. I'm gonna rename this to has Spectre Sawblade. Sweet. The last one, spell cooldown reduction. No. No, I don't think so. Eh. I'm only thinking because the next one here is like on kill, gain a spell damage percentage, lifesteal percentage till the end of the round. But also, there's a spell cooldown reduction, spell damage, and then spell cooldown reduction plus damage. So basically, if we just convert this, it'll be spell damage, spell damage, spell damage, spell damage. We need something else here. You know, hard to say. Let's just, for now, let's just do spell damage. Got that one. And then this is for the Scion over here, yeah. And then the next one here says, I mean, I guess we're going this way. It should be spell damage plus Ice Dragon attack slow. I think we should actually convert this. This one is spell damage. Spell damage. And then this one. Attack Dragon Pierce X% damage. Yeah, okay. We'll do it all. Those attacks now slow enemies by, I don't know, 10%. You know what? Let's do multiple at once. So, Ice Dragon's attacks Pierce. Pierce. Dragon's attacks now Pierce. The first. First enemy hit. And continue. Travel. Reducing damage by. And the last one's just spell damage. This one was slows. has dragon slow, attacks slow, passive. Dragon attacks. Pierce. 1. Enemy. You bastard bitch. Okay, got those in now. On to the last section. Not too many left. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. Take a break. Tank 8-2. On kill, gain X% damage till the end of the round. It's so boring. So lame. Is what it is, though. Alright. Turtle Master. On kill. Gain 0.1% more damage. You know what? We're just gonna quote damage percentage. 12% more damage until the end of the round. I'm lazy, but I also don't want to mess it up. So we're just going to copy that. I'll do this one, but I'm gonna do the rest of them too. So we're just gonna go. Tank, strength, mage. Holy. The other one should be even easier. Max HP, HP regen, AoE size. Max HP. We'll just go like this. HP gen. AoE size. Adds 2 max HP. Adds 1 HP regen. Adds 5% AoE size. Strength time. Looks like maybe I missed some. Yeah. Bam. Cool. This one, on kill, gain max HP and HP regen for this round. Spicy meatball. We'll do percentage as well. Cursor damage, AoE size, and reload speed plus ammo count. Holy. last section. On kill, gain spell damage percentage and life steal. To the end of the round. Spell sword, I guess. Sworn, how about that? That sounds kind of cool. On kill, gain 0.1% more spell damage. Life steal. Yep. Till the end of the round. And these are all going to be spell damage, so spell damage. Well, you know what? You might as well have one of them be life steal. Life steal. And if it's going to be the last one, it's probably going to be this one. So adds 1 spell damage. What the fuck? There we are. Lastly, these two are going to be the exact same, so spell damage 1. That's it. That's all we have to do today. Tomorrow it's still nodes, but just to ensure that these are all working, that they do what they say they're supposed to do, but at least that we're one step closer. I might do a little bit more off stream though, but for now I appreciate you guys. Take care. Save your work. I'm about to save mine. Yeah. A lot of stuff. Appreciate you guys. Take care. Good night.